Hey guys, and welcome to another Atlantean Mermail Chaos Duel. It's a very nice deck that I reckon I've got a decent feel of at the moment, but of course, starting off with G-Nex Controller is not the best card in the world to start off with. I think I'm just gonna set Abysslin and just end my turn there. It allows me to get a beta out next turn, the 2400 if I need to, and then I can summon this, activate its effect, get a marksman, tribute it for Abyss Megalo's effect, and it also just makes him set if I need to do anything like that. Oh, drawing double controller. Wow. Okay, so that's half my deck basically gone, because that means my other G-Nexes are dead. That means, well, these four, so I've got four, I'm a -4. I could summon something, but I don't reckon anything is worth the summoning. He could technically OTK if he's able to destroy this or banish it and attack me directly, but I reckon Dark Hole is no point. I would go kind of neg1 from it, and I'm presuming he's got a tour guide. So, because you run Night Silent because it's a level 3 fiend that can be special summoned, so he has to negate the effect then. Because you can't negate the summon, it's the effect. So, no, you don't take 8,000 damage, that might be a bit too much. But if he was able to OTK me, he could be able to OTK me. But, as I was saying before, you only run it because of Tour Guide, because it is a Fiend, level 3 Fiend, and Dark type. And that's why you run it, basically. And it also has a decent flip effect. And in Dark Worlds, if you discard it, it's good as well, because its effect activates, you can add, for example, a Raikou or a Morphing Jar to your deck, which is pretty nice. So I'm presuming he's going to overlay with these two, and then he gets a Sangan Search later if he wishes to go for that. So probably going to go for a Leviathan or a Zen-Main. So I'm thinking Leviathan because it's a decent poke. Oh, okay, Zen-Mains. I'm presuming he's playing... Well, I actually don't know. Chaos Dragons could be a possibility. I don't think it's too likely for it to be that, but I'm not sure. Anything can be running Tour Guide. So, next turn. I'm going to summon Diva, activate its effect successfully, hopefully. And this is one where the Chaos build can be a bit inconsistent, because sometimes you just can't get the cards you need, and drawing G-Nex Controller is awful. So I could attack over this and then go for the Zen-Main's pop. I should have maybe Dark Hole and just left it, but he would have got the Sangan Search anyway, so I don't think it's particularly worth it. And if he tries to attack into me, he would have to get through the Ally Justice Catasta. So I'm going to sink for a Catasta itself, but this is a pretty good card against Zen-Mains. I'm going to attack over Sangan just because I can, to be honest. It's not too minus on my part, but it's not plus either. So he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm on 7 actually. So I'm plus because of the solemn warning of the Atlantean marksman. But now I see he's running wind-ups. They can get over Ally Justice Catasta pretty easily if they wish to. So I'm just going to have to end it there, and hopefully he can't go off. But he had a shark to his hand, that so probably means he can. But let's just see what I can do from this. Okay. Chain. If I chain this to his Zen-Mains, and then this to special summon the Abysslin, then this gets sent to the grave, this gets sent to the grave, Abysslin gets sent to the grave, and then I get to special summon the beta. Because I would summon the other Mermail and then discard, but I actually don't have anything to discard. Maybe I should have lanced my own card, but then he could have just attacked over me. He could have Solemn Judgment if he really wanted to take that 3000 damage to prevent my Abyss Megalo from coming up by negating my Abyss Sphere, because technically the Solemn Judgment would be chained, so he wouldn't actually have lost anything in that point. But I'm not sure quite what it's on. He could Dark Hole, and his Zen mains would be unaffected, and that's why I didn't particularly want to Lance. Maybe I shouldn't have done anything at all, but at least I don't know. I don't think it's particularly relevant. But if you're ever in that situation, don't do that. That's kind of irritating. How many? I have 4 cards. This would be a 1, 2, 3. That's level 5 plus 3, which will be level 8. Level 8 allows me to go for Scrap Dragon. I can Scrap Dragon pop if I really, really want to. I would have to pop my Megalo for that, and then I have attack over Zen mains, it'll just pop me anyway. So, not quite sure. I think I'm just thinking of setting GNX controller, because then next turn, for example, I can go for a play like that, or I can go for a, if it gets into the grave, I can Avarice, I can go for Leviathan, possibly, or something like that, even though this is quite irritating. 1500 is 1500 attack. I'm not going to be able to get over Zen mains pretty much unless I go for that Scrap Dragon. Heavy Storm is a nice card to draw into and very nice in this point. Hopefully it's not a Starlight Road, because it would not be nice if it was one. Okay, so I got rid of that card. I can go for my own Zen mains. I can go for my own Leviathan Dragon, which is an option. I'm actually just going to summon first. Then attack over this, and if you didn't know of Catasta's effect, it detaches 2 because it once attacks for damage and it once attacks for its effect. So his Zen mains is gone, and I can get a decent amount of damage in there. And then main phase 2, I could sink for Scrap or Stardust if I really wanted to. Stardust Dragon might be a possibility, but I think going for a Zen mains is probably the better play, because at that point he's forced to make a move. If I go for Stardust, I won't have my Catasta, and Catasta does slow his down deck a decent amount. And I guess that's a way of playing controller. Yes, it's a normal monster. Yes, it's can't do too much, but it is a tuner, it is dark, and it's level 3, so you can do a reasonable amount of stuff with it. And I'm not minus or anything like that because of it, and yeah, maybe Stardust would have been a better choice now I think about it, but I'm forced to detach one, and yeah, Stardust might have been the better choice, but not too bad. I'm going to activate Avarice. Going to send back my Catasta, my 1 controller, because I might draw into my other GNX, so that's 2. Diva's a pretty good card, as are these 2, because I don't need to draw into another one, and he's quit. Not sure quite why. He could have won. He does have a shark in his hand and things like that, and I actually don't have anything to summon, so potentially he could have still won, because I'd have gone for 1500 damage there, and next turn I might have been able to Veil any of his plays, but I had a Gauze and Dark Hole, and what would I have drawn into? A Marksman, which would have been sufficient damage to, well, actually, yeah, it would have been, if he doesn't get over the Zen mains, that is. But that was a good game, Yule Core or whatever. This just shows you that even in a bad hand, you can sometimes play around it. Even after drawing vanilla monsters, you can still work your way through, because now Exceeds exist, and as do Synchros. But anyway, 21 Omni 121, signing out.